Okay, Coach. Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the New York Jets. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. Going deep for Eifert. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. A first carry now for Jordan Howard. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. They'll run on 1st down. It's Bryant, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 16, Carr. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards the pickup there. On 1st down, Bryant. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. On 2nd and 11 now, Carr. Going to go to Clement here out of the backfield. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They run with Howard. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Darnold. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 30. Now Howard stripped. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. This is Howard on 2nd down. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. Now it's Darnold. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So on 4th down, Adam Gase turns to the field goal unit. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And that is going to sail wide right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
He's got Burton here. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Got an open man, that's Campbell. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
61, match box, right. Bravo.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. They've got his man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Running from the gun with Howard. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 36-yard line.
We're going to sack.
39. Check right 39.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now a give, right side. Newton. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, this from 53. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A good pick up there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Carr to throw. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. To throw his Carr. Flushed out, and he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw, it's Carr. And this is caught at the 8. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one good for 37 yards.
Here we go. Begin. 6-18.
Hey!
From the gun, it's Carr. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. From 3 yards out. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. The point after is good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
I got him. Here we go, yellow lady. Here we go.
Here's Darnold. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The ball comes out, and the Raiders pick it up.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now Darnold. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Jim, lady. Jim. Red lady.
A final shot before the break. Darnold. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half.
Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now Carr. He's going to wind up in it. And this is caught at the 20. Dashing through the snow. Touchdown. A big play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And some room to roam now. And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
39, check right 39. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
A first down throw, Darnold. And an alley to run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
On 2nd down now, it's Howard. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play. and get my defense off the field.
Yeah, the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check that.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held him in check on the scoreboard. On fourth down, it's Howard. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Jordan Howard. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. This will be taken very short.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
A loss of 2 there, second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Darnold now to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal. Now Darnold on third and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They pass up the 3, fake it, it doesn't work. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does. I'm not so crazy about where they decided to run that play, but I like the play itself because if you continue to run it and show it, you're going to create openings that you hope to exploit later in the game.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. Off of play action, Darnold. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Ooh, the juke. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Carr now on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Throwing now is Carr. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. From midfield, here's Carr. And his throw is incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. He's going to air one out. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, it's Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 28. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 28.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Darnold. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. It's caught by Bryant. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. Complete to Bryant. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Carr. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Dante Pettis, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one, because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Back to throw, Darnold. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 36. Darnold now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Maurice Hurst. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Darnold completes it, and he gets it down to the 32. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationships to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Out of the gun, this is Howard. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Maurice Hurst on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. On 2nd and 9, Darnold under pressure now. Darnold, and he goes down.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Darnold from the gun. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Here's Darnold. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 39.
Man, I got you.
Man, 80. Hey, check Mike 39.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, box truck.
Play action. It's Darnold. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. In for the score. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown. So here's Darnold now as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere seeing that play. Focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. To throw, it's Carr. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Rush in. Rush in.
93.
Carr going to throw here. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Come on, QB, come on.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
But without question, when you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for our visitors, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it's a loss that could wind up hurting a little as they fall now to 11-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live, I don't know what these mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. Still at your mama crib and getting money, you gotta ask for it. I got tired of complaining, I got up and changed my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day they pay, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it, ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all.